But now, The Simpsons celebrated its 20th anniversary, and over the 2 decades it has amassed millions of fans worldwide. But could you watch all 451 episodes back to back? Well, Welshman Glyn Stott is planning to do just that, and he's on the phone now. Hello, Glyn.
Hello.
Glyn, what got you into The Simpsons in the first place? I mean, you must be a massive fan to do this.
Oh, I am a massive fan. I have around about £100,000 worth of merchandise in my house at the moment. So in one of my rooms, I've got a 4-player arcade machine. I've got life-size figurines that they only made 100 worldwide to promote the Simpson movie that was coming out in 2007. So it's all started off watching a Madonna concert on Sky, and next thing I know, then this little advert come on, a 30-second promo just advertising this little yellowed-haired spiky man saying that he was coming to invade the UK and to watch out. Next thing you know, I was hooked on it from there.
Amazing. Well, what's your favourite of all the merchandise that you've got? If you had to choose just one, what would you bring with you from a burning fire?
Oh, that is a toughie. I've got to say, it's got to be what I just had recently, just after Christmas. I recently purchased a Simpson crew jacket, which is basically a leather jacket which they only give out to celebrities and people who actually work on the show. And when I looked at the return address label, it actually come from Keith Sullivan.
Ooh.
Nice. Now, everybody likes The Simpsons. It's a very popular and very funny TV show, but not everyone likes it as much as you do. And you're going to prove this by watching hundreds of episodes of The Simpsons back to back. Have you ever done anything like this before, Glyn?
No, I haven't. Everybody says, there's hundreds of episodes. Actually, 451 episodes at the moment. So yeah, I've actually put it on myself to actually watch back to back without any sleep, and it's going to take me 6.5 days. I get a 20-minute break every 3 episodes.
Sounds pretty tough. I mean, obviously you're a big fan, so you know you won't mind watching so much. But do you think it might put you off?
No, not at all. It's going to it's like why people watch EastEnders on a Monday, Tuesday and a Thursday, then watch The Omnibus on a Sunday just in case they miss something. With me, it's basically going over 20 years worth of history, so it might as well just put the Discovery Channel on, and it's just basically all about The Simpsons. All the stories are going to follow on for each other. You're going to remember things that you couldn't remember because it happened so long ago. And obviously, episodes that happened such a long time ago, they're going to bring back memories of me when I was a childhood as well. So it's like I can remember that episode because it was my birthday at that time, or I can remember this, or I can remember that celebrity going on it. Like one of them I'm really looking forward to seeing again is the episode that Michael Jackson plays the mental white patient in it.
Blanket! Yeah, no, I love that episode. You really, really do like The Simpsons, don't you? When you watch all of these, do you think that it might have an effect on you? I mean, do you find yourself using phrases from The Simpsons anyway?
Well, if I make a mistake where I work, I don't say do. But a couple of times I have used a couple of catchphrases. It's like, to start the computer, press any key. And I just look at my boss and I say, where's the any key? So that one I like to use a couple of once in a while. I don't use practical jokes when I phone up my local pub and see if IP Freely is there or anything like that. I don't do that sort of thing. But I don't use a phrase. I'm not like that, such a hardcore, like I don't dye my hair yellow or I've had anything like that done. I'm just basically into the merchandise, into the series. It's been in my life longer than what my partner has, unfortunately.
Glyn, what about the early series where it's a bit grainy, it focuses more on Bart than it does on Homer? Will you find those ones a bit difficult to watch? Because I do.
No. Where the early work was, obviously they didn't have that much of a great idea how far it was going to go. It could have got pulled at any moment, but it just went from strength to strength. It's like the Teletubbies was made for 3-year-olds, but you had students watching it. The Simpsons were made for children, but families watched it, and that's what turned it all about, because mums and dads were just passing the telly saying, kids, what you watching? They would get a joke that the kids wouldn't get, but the kids were laughing because the characters were laughing, but the parents were laughing more because it was an adult-themed joke that the kids couldn't understand, and that's what snowballed. And then that's when the adults got into it. So when the kids go to bed, the adults used to watch The Simpsons then to get the adult jokes that was involved in it. So I say a lot of the earlier work was, it was a lot bit rougher. It wasn't that great on the edges. It wasn't very political and things like that. But now the characters go to church. You have a lot of different types of characters in there. You've got Mrs. Smithers, who's actually finally come out of the closet now. He's like a number one Malibu Stacy person. But back in the early 90s, you didn't know who he was. You just knew that he was Mr. Burns' sidekick. That was it. We didn't know that he had a crush on him. We've only recently found out about Patty and Selma as well. Selma's now a lesbian. So it's like little things like that. It's starting to get more political now when you get politicians involved in it, things like that.
I think we had our suspicions about Paddy and Selma and about Smithers, but could you pick a favourite character? I mean, I'm really putting you on the spot here. I'm asking you to choose your children, but could you? Who do you think is the best?
With all the radio interviews and television interviews I've done this past week, that is the only question I keep on getting repeated. What's my favourite character? I don't have a particular favourite character because they're all equally the same to me. If I had to hand choose one, it would probably be something between Homer, Hans Moleman, Sideshow Bob, things like that. They're just all totally unique. I just cannot put one. Dr. Hibbert as well.
No, it's actually, do you know what? It is actually too cruel to get you to choose, and I'm sure that might be quite distressing for you. Can I ask you, have you thought about the psychological and physical effects of your experiment? Staying awake for 6 days can be grueling for the brain. You can experience nausea, you can experience weight gain, clumsiness, daytime sleepiness, fatigue, and depression. Is this something that you're willing to take on for your love of The Simpsons?
Yeah. Big time. I've looked into it. Obviously, they're going to be having a paramedic checking on me every 3 to 4 hours to make sure that I'm okay. I've been warned that I will get to have hallucinations after 2 days, which someone has actually previously had already, and they've actually warned me that you will get hallucinations after 2 days.
It's so incredible what you're doing, Glyn. Does the Simpsons creator Matt Groening know about you and what you're going to do?
Fox in America know about it, and obviously the typical Americans, they love anything that's crazy, and they just jumped at the opportunity, say, Glyn, you've got to do it, you've got to go for it. So I've been working really hard with a lovely lady called Laura Turner at Fox in London, and she's been working alongside with me now since 2008 to get this off the ground. So she's got someone in America at the moment who's converting the old Simpson videotapes onto DVD. And then what they're going to be doing then is finding a location then for me to actually do the marathon. Now, I either go over to the USA and go to the Fox studios and do the challenge there where they actually make The Simpsons, which I'm really hoping that they'll do, or we're going to be finding a location in the UK and doing it there. So obviously I might have to go to Sky Studios and do it there, or we'll find a public place like either in central London and do it there.
Well, it's an interesting project, and I hope you manage to succeed in it, Glyn.
Yeah, good luck, Glyn.
Thank you ever so much. I'll let you know how I get on and how I'm progressing with it all as well, so I'll keep all the listeners informed on it all.
Okay, I think Homer would be proud of you, Glyn. Thanks very much for coming on.
Thank you very much. Take care now.